Greetings, people. I am John Great Namia, and I am back for the new part of episode 2, which I believe it was part 3. I think, yeah. Let's continue. Witness's account. Oh, this is her testimony. Okay, I remember. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, and then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Everything little bitsy-witsy. Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Wait, Your Honor! Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fay's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. What? It's not a cowardly act. How dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Of course. Yes, I'm doing it. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Let's cross-examine her. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, Let's press again. Why did you do that? Huh? Why? Why what? Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily. I sort of, I had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Go for it. That's how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. But badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Yeah, stop him! The poor girl! Order! Mr. Wright, you have been warned. What? Seriously? Poor girl, what about poor me? You looked out the window. What did you see next? And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. Let's press that. The woman with long hair. That was Mia Fay. Slender, sort of. Well, some people might say pretty if that's your thing. Your thing? And the person attacking her? The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. How do you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. What? Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. No, I questioned the testimony. Hold on a minute. The testimony stinks. But what? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Oh. Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what's the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this. Okay, if you had really witnessed my client, Mia Fay, You would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Ah, we got it. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. Exactly. But, still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. Witness's account. I did see everything, I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. The kind of statuary clock. The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? What? No way. I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. I did see everything, I did. Okay. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Is that right, as in your right, or as you looked from the hotel? Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right. It was my right hand, right. Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. How convenient for you to remember her hippie clothes. That's what she was wearing. Oh, and her hair was all done up like a bun. What happened then? Okay. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. Where did this weapon come from? She picked it up from the desk. I see. What sort of weapon was it? That clock. The kind of statuary clock. The thinker, I think. A clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. That clock, kind of statuary clock, the thinker. Let us present. The thinker. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer? You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. What? Yes, objected. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. That was a close one. If you stop me there, the trial would be over. What? So what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's because I heard it. Yes, I heard it say at the time. So, you've been to the law offices of Fane Company? Fane Co. No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I have from my hotel room. The law offices of Fane Co. where the murder took place are very close to the hotel. Yeah, but there are walls. And must be space between. No way. Like, I bet the volume from the clock isn't that high. How could she? What? She could easily have heard the clock. What? That is bogus. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No. No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. Why? Because if I remember correctly, the thing's broken, right? Yeah, there was no. Yeah, like Mia took out the machine thing inside the clock. Yeah. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's broken. Yeah, it's broken. Yeah. I think it's broken. The clock's busted. You think? Just look at it, Your Honor. Please examine the clock. Oh. See anything interesting, Your Honor? Well, I'm not sure I would call this broken, but I doubt it could ring. This clock is missing its clockwork. Yeah, that's what it's called, clockwork. Yeah. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? Wait. If I remember correctly, yeah? Sorry. See, and this... See? Told you, it's not working, that's lame, because I had to take the clockwork out. See? See, am I right? Heck yeah. It is as you can see, the clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty? Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. What? Alright, I'll show you the recorded phone call, yeah, and you'll see the date and time, yeah? It's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been empty after she heard it. No way. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clock was removed? Oh, impossible, of course. It's not impossible, bro. I have proof. Yeah! But what? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. Yeah, the evidence that proves when the clock was removed is this phone, of course, man. Let's present it. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Ooh, you have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order! The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. My heart goes out to you, Edgeworth. Nah, let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could, I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this recording makes it clear that the clockwork was already gone. And this was recorded in the morning before the witness even arrived at the hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw the clock before. What? What show is it again? I go to so many. It's impossible. Oops, I forgot. No way, April, Miss May. Because the clock was made by my best friend Larry. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes. It is impossible for her to have seen it in other stores. The witness claims she had seen it before. But this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. Statue itself, of course. See, made by Larry Butts, if you read it. It's simple. This clock was never in any store. Ever. That's correct, my man. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuse is not on sale today? Oh. Ah! Hope she's gone mad. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Whoa. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. She's back to normal. Huh? Oh, silly me. Did I losing? I guess I did. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. Alright, you see, let's check the court record for this then. If you guys remember, when I examined the hotel room, we found this. And this is it. This is a wiretap found in Miss May's hotel. So of course you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There's no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the metal weapon was a clock. This thing, man, this thing. Surely there's no other evidences that relates to this except this. Have a look at this. Oh, that. I found this in Miss May's room. Oh, excellent investigating, man. Have a sharp eye. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fay's phone, were you not? Whoa. Your Honor, this is irrelevant. So, I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. Heck yeah. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the phone witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Dude, the recording's there. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is this again, man. Come on. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to me for me. Again, what's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Haha. Miss April May, you used the wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Edgeworth, man, how is it ridiculous, man? Just give up already. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Lie. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer? The whole court is silent now. It's no fair, all of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Why, you kidding me? I gotta be kidding. That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal a fine blow. Why? Yeah, why? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity-tapping irrelevant? She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of speech, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Ha, I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Whoa, wow, okay. Damn, she's good, yeah. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that. And of course I can, and will. What? You can't be serious. No way. Way, I say, way. Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from the sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. What? So where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime. with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Well, if I continue to examine her, there's nothing, yeah? Let's call the bellboy as witness, yeah. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious there, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunken quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy. But why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Okay, condition. If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer. Thus, she is innocent. Therefore, you must accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. What? I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? You gotta accept, man, because if you don't question the bellboy, what would you do next, you know? You gotta accept. Alright, I've got nothing to lose except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Oh. Uh-oh. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yeah, that is certain for sure. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. The t-shirt looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Miss May's room service. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for a nice coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Alright, I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. Let's cross-examine him. Alright. I am the head bellboy at the gate. Alright. And for 4 generations, press this one. What exactly is it you do at the hotel? What? Anything required of me, sir? I check in guests, I check out guests. I clean rooms, I make beds. I even deliver room service, sir. I check Miss May in personally. Are you always so prim? Mr. Wright, you will refrain from asking frivolous questions. Okay, I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. Are you sure? Are you sure was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? Certain, I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them. And them. It was not only Miss April May. The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Yes, what then? What? Phoenix, did you not notice he said them? Or did you not object at that time? She asked for a nice coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. 9 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9. The time of the murder. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. Precisely 9, then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir. 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy. I like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? Okay, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. You are sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with an embracer. Embracer? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir, but not French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. But why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never, ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think that Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination. No, we must object. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. What? I can't let this happen, can I? Protest. Wait, please wait. Yes? Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question. That's all. Okay. This is really it. Now, this is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Let's ask about checking. Yeah. Tell me about checking. Tell me about when you checked in Miss May. Oh, alright. Very well, sir. My first thought was that she was a beautiful, beautiful person. She's just my type of girl, so it was a disappointment, really. I see. Excuse me, what exactly was the disappointment? Well, I'm not without charm, sir, but even I'd have a little chance with her lover there. What did you say? What did you say? Rather quite... Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person? I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Ah! Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you'd normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite, indeed. It was the good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Ha ha! You fool! You got right-handed, Edgeworth, huh? I've done it. I've won. Not yet, man, not yet. Not yet. Miss May checked into a twin room with a man. Correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In this new light, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. You agree, Mr. Edgeworth? Who is this other person? Simple, it was the man with Miss May, of course. The man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. Yeah, the Bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup. But it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Ha ha! Upstart, amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fay. Court is adjourned. Also, we'll continue this, tomorrow? Yeah, next time. Alright. September 7, 2:24 p.m. District Court, defendant in lobby number 1. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Haha, really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know? Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, come on! It sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well, no. I don't think so, not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead into this trial. A lead? That man with Miss May, he's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir! I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis, don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. I asked for a full record of Miss April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that got left on the record. Okay. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center and it's up to me to get her free. To be continued. Exactly. This is precise. Exactly the right timing to save the game, cause why? I've been recording for nearly 40 minutes and I bet you guys don't want to watch this kind of long video. But if it was me, I would watch because, I know I've recorded it, I've played the game. It's so fun, interesting, intriguing. That's it for this episode. I will see you guys in the next video. Adios.